Rip of the strip. Alright, I'm doing this. We're all in. Oh, it's Spider-Man? Ugh. Well. I think this is really good. I don't like the rare too much. This is still fine. He cast it for like 4 or something. It's just fine. Alright. Let's make it interesting. Black, green, black, white. This leaves me open. Please let me take it. Please. Oh, you take 2 cards. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. How did I not mentally register that when I got these 2? It's probably because I clicked this one. That's what happened. I clicked this, and then I also clicked this and didn't realize you take 2. Okay, so let's take this and something. This is a bot draft thing. I'm just going to do it real quick. Kind of like this, actually. I'm as good as I am, and not any bit more than that. This is fine. You can keep playing until you win, so you don't have to take these. You can just move on to the next game if you get color screwed or something. Honestly, of all the cards in here, it's really the only thing I like anyways. It's kind of the only thing I like, so alright. This card or pay 2. This is fine. So far it's like still all over the place, honestly. Maybe that's fine. You ready for 118 new commanders? Are they bringing both sets at the same time? Because that would be kind of a lot. But I mean, screw it, you know, more to do. Don't expect me to play them all, though. There's no way. Wait, if I played a new one every single day, I actually don't have time before the next set would come out. If I played a new commander every single day, there would not be enough time. I literally couldn't do it. I don't stream every day either, so that's impossible. The next set would come out. Everyone would forget Avatar exists. I don't even know what the next set is. I think it's Lorwyn. Yeah, we basically got 2 sets. At least it's a cool IP. I mean, it feels like Magic cards. I'll take it. Speaking of taking things, I think we're doing that one. It's a spider set. This could maybe are these spiders? Oh, they're not spiders. How are those not spiders? Oh my god. How are those not spiders? I think the Arena Spider-Man set is fine. Like how it looks. Alright, I got that. I got my annual Tuesday text, so I'll have to be right back. I was hoping to get it before I hit the stream button, but you know, it's life. Alright. Everyone stare at this pack for like 3 minutes. I'll be right back. I have returned. Okay, what was I doing? Drafting? Imagine this is a real draft and they let me sit there that long. I feel like I'd be forcing black with this card. These two. Bob is your co-viewer. The one without a Twitch account doesn't want to make one. Just watches next to you on your phone. I really want this card. Yeah, I want these two. Yeah. Unless you mean the Bob. Dark Confidant. Alright, we got another Damning Caress, so easy black now. There is this card. Removal is obviously insane here. Especially in such a low-powered set. What is going on with my mouse? You right there, buddy? Ugh. Maybe that gets played? It's annoying there's basic lands. Oh, another one. This is actually pretty good in this format. This actually is really good in this format. Huh. Okay. It is a must-answer threat. Yep. Is an actual mythic rare. This is a legendary. How many spiders do I have? Okay. Scorpion Sting? I mean, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be nothing but removal. Is white a thing? Blue a thing? Everything's a thing. We're going to make it work in some weird way. Probably white. Just take the creature. That's fine. I don't like this. It is a creature, though. I kind of need more. Just by a little, at least. Looks like Grixis with a splash of white. Which means this is interesting. How many villains do I have? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's easy. Because this is a random assortment of cards. I don't think I'm going to play this right now. I just wanted the draft out of the way. How much time is there on this? Wait, why does it say build the deck? Oh, I just have to do that. I don't know. There's probably enough time. I don't worry about it right now. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, what's new? What's the latest thing that's come out that's not Dack Fayden? I don't think Dack Fayden does anything. There's still no normal set code, right? For the Dack Fayden set. Man, I want to ultimate it though. I want to ultimate this card so bad. But it's like trying to ultimate Teferi, I feel. Whenever you cast a spell that targets something, gain control of it. It's so goofy. That's what that's what I was asking, if it's that stupid set code thing still. And apparently it is. Which is honestly unbelievable. I don't know how they managed to do that. It's astonishing to me that you can't filter every single thing that's ever been put into the game through this list here. I actually think that's just completely unexcusable. It should not be a thing. It makes no sense. I guarantee you, there's people that don't even know this exists. It's very stupid. Very dumb. Should also make more set cohesion. Like the set symbol is just completely chaotic. What do you draw and discard with Dack Fayden? I don't know. What do you draw and discard with Dack Fayden? I can craft it, so. Oh yeah, we got a surplus of mythics because of the bans of standard. That totally affect me. Draw, discard. So madness, mayhem, reanimating artifacts. Looting sneak attack targets. Proliferating. Even if you proliferate, I still have to target things. You can actually steal lands. Not many spells target lands, though. I don't think there are any that target lands. So let's assume proliferate spam makes sense. Oh boy. With Narset in play, you target your opponent, they just discard 2 cards. The problem is with stealing things, that means you don't want to kill them with Strangle, Lightning Bolt, Shock. You'd like to steal them. And you also can't target them with an unsummon because you steal it and then you unsummon it. So, what do you actually do with this? Gain an emblem with whenever you cast a spell that targets a permanent. How do you target a permanent and not kill it? And not bounce it? In blue-red. How do you do that? I don't think you can. It has to be a spell. It can be a creature spell, but I think all the creature spells that target bounce, except some that tap. Like Merfolk. Oh no, this has to enter, doesn't it? What is it? How does it read? This thing? No, it has to enter. It's no longer a spell. Okay. Stun counters. It basically has to be an instant or sorcery. Like it exclusively has to be these. Someone draws 3. No, that doesn't work. Tap, stun counter. Okay, so tapping permanents. It's like that. These are sorceries. Why are these sorceries? Putting 3 stun counters on it means I'm never... Yeah, but what's the point of stealing it if I just keep it locked down under stun counters? Why are they all sorceries? Oh, this is awful already. Oh my goodness. Tap. This one works. This is spammable. This is 2 cards. This is something. This is, yeah, I don't think this works. Spike Field Hazard doesn't necessarily kill it. I don't know what happens with Active Treason, because Active Treason happens second. In control. I think you just keep it, because Active Treason doesn't resolve until after you already control it, so that should work. X spells that I can do for 1. I don't think you can do these for 0. Can you? You might be able to do this for 0. I don't know. Never thought about it. But you can target things or you can kill them. So it has 2 different modes here. Fortunately, Ancient Tomb isn't going to be missed. Chrome Mox will. Still have to play real cards, though, is the problem. Like... Oh, not Quicken. Lightning Bolt still should be in here. And honestly, so should Chain Lightning. We have infinite Faithless Lootings. I don't gotta worry about that too much. Should still probably play the burn spells. Electrolyze? Oh. Oh, if we ever steal 2 things with Electrolyze, stream's over. It's just done. We call it right then and there. exchanging control. I don't have creature permanents. Well, at least not yet. I'll play Invert Polarity. I'm in the mood to get disappointed. It's a theme of stealing things, so... Blasphemous Act because of Avatar? I don't know. There's a Blasphemous Act Suko card, so I guess it's in the set in some regard. I'm just trying to steal stuff, I think, with this deck, which I don't think is very possible. It doesn't certainly feel possible yet. I think it's a Mox Amber deck. It's definitely a Gemstone Cavern deck. We'll coast. Liquid metal coating? That doesn't work. Oh, I guess it does work with the Midas too. That's fair. It's probably way more realistic. So. Is there another liquid metal coating? Where's the first liquid metal coating? There it is. I found it. Does this target... No, it doesn't. I could have swore there was another one of these. But it was like slightly worse or something. I guess not. Probably treasures, so unfortunately Ragavan strike it rich. Anything to really get Dack in as fast as possible. I don't even have counter spells in here. I like Mana Leak. I don't know if I'm a Cyclonic Rift deck. Maybe. I wouldn't consider Cyclonic Rift a board wipe. It costs 7 mana. I think Sleep is closer to a board wipe at that point. I'll consult the star charts is another one. And stock up and... that other card I always forget exists. Tome can generate giant growths, right? Which is ridiculous, but I think... oh, and Assault Strobe. Okay, so Tome works here in a very unbelievable fashion, mind you, but it works nonetheless. In unrealistic fashion. This is, I might just want Commandeer. It makes... what cares about being discarded? Delve cards? Expropriate's a win the game card. It's too expensive, though, probably. Madness, Delve... most of the Delve options are... excuse me, the Madness options are kind of lame. Could very consistently Madness this, but I would have to very consistently get 6 colorless. And I'm going to argue that is probably worth trying to accomplish. I could be very wrong, but that is... like, it only costs 6 mana. It's also on theme of stealing your opponent's stuff. I mean, this is a perfect card for this deck. Alright, we have to look at the lands now. We have to do this. I will play all the things that are probably not great because of this, though. If I don't think about it too hard, I can just do it really fast. Arid Arcway is actually 2. Can Gemstone tap for colorless? Always. Nope. Cavern doesn't necessarily help. Maybe it's not possible to get 6 colorless consistent meta sources. Maybe it's just not possible. I don't expect Reliquary Tower to do anything. I'd be surprised if I had that many cards when I'm drawing 2 and discarding 2 every turn. I don't picture that happening. I guess Karn's Bastion technically proliferates. Yeah, I don't think there's enough colorless lands that are like a thing you can actually play. Could just play Reliquary Tower anyways, but I don't expect it to have any text on it. I don't know how many colorless lands are actually possible here. It feels like There's already too many. And you need 6 of them? You can't just have 5? And honestly, 5 is actually crazy. 4 is kind of insane as well, honestly. So 6 feels nigh impossible without like 20 wastes. And then, can we win with that many wastes? I don't think so. I'd probably have to take out Counterspell. There's no Archmage's Charm at all. There's no way. Can I function with just... This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Talisman. What's the other one? This thing. I don't really like Palladium Mirror. I don't really like it. This one, yeah. There's no way to flip this. It doesn't matter. What about you? Nope. Treasures don't work. It seems like such a reach here. Okay, what are we looking at currently before I get too out of control here? Did it set the lands? It did. Why is there so many... What is with all these mountains? Oh, there's no Archmage's Charm. Unfortunately, there's probably no Counterspell. I think it's still fine to play Counterspell, honestly. I think it's fine. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9, and you need 6 of them in play at once. That is impossible. So I need more. Oh, wait, hold on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I forgot these. So... 6 of 14. How realistic is it to think that I actually don't ever need a second red source? Is that realistic? Can I not play... What if I just play on one red source the whole game? I'm gonna want some kind of wastes for Flooded... Not Flooded Strand, the 2 fetch lands. Oh, hey, Fable is a card now. Not sure if it's in here. It's actually a card. I need at least 1 waste. Snow-covered wastes, to be precise. Boop. I don't know. I mean, there's only like 1 mana color on each spell. You know, I just need 1 of each, and then I'm just good. Okay, we're not playing Counterspell. That's just not a thing, I think. Oh, wait. Yeah, 12 islands, yeah. How many snow-covered wastes did I put in here? Apparently only 1. It's weird it doesn't put it near the top. Invert polarity is completely impossible. I don't think Actually, you know what? We did add a bunch of mana rocks I wasn't planning on playing. So... Oh yeah, that's true. Shiv and Reef, you know. All right. I mean, look. Anything is possible if you think hard enough. If you don't think hard enough, actually, maybe a bit of both. I don't know. All right, screw it. Let's do it. We went from Hazoret, which is probably the worst thing ever, to probably the actual best thing ever, which is some form of green, like titania or whatever. And now I have no idea, so probably the worst thing ever. I've never seen anyone play this before. This is preposterous, but I'm going to try it. So it's Dack Fayden, 3 mana, 3 loyalty. The +1 is a Faithless Looting. The -2 is permanently, just forever, stealing an artifact. And the -6 is whenever you target something, you steal it forever. It's like the opposite of Teferi, which whenever you draw a card, you exile something. So, as you can imagine, blue and red don't exactly have... those aren't the colors with cards that can steal things forever, because outside of active treason spam, which I wouldn't do, your blue spells bounce things, and your red spells kill them with damage, like Lightning Bolt. So those two things make it so you can't actually steal anything. You would just bounce it back to their hand or kill it with Lightning Bolt. However, with a little bit of elbow grease and some prayer, you can just play the ones that stun things, so they don't get unsummoned, and then you can steal it. Now, you stole it, but it has a bunch of stun counters on it, so you won't exactly have it. But who cares? Your opponent doesn't have it. That's all that matters. And to stick with the theme of actually stealing things, Commandeer makes sense here, I think, maybe. Just on the theme of theft. Stealing your opponent's permanents with this card. And also this. This is the most ridiculous part of this deck, but I am going to force it in here. Because if you ever do it, it's only 6 mana, it's not that crazy. The only problem is it's 6 true colorless. But yeah, if you do it, it's really good. And I'm going to really jam as many colorless cards, mana sources as I can. I'm going to try to maybe even go less into red and just go all blue, so I don't have to worry about red mana at all. However, I think the first red mana source shouldn't be too big of a deal. I could be completely wrong about that, of course, but this is obviously a pipe dream that I would like to see happen. If I ever do this, it's a success. If I ever steal 2 permanents with Electrolyze, it's also a success. It's hard to steal lands, even though you technically can. Not a lot of spells actually target lands. You can't use things like creatures that when they enter, something happens, because it's no longer a spell when it enters the battlefield to target. It has to target while still being on the stack. So stuff like Merfolk Trickster don't really do anything here. This is a ridiculous deck. It's so preposterous, I'm going to force myself not to complain when I never win. Alright, that's what we're doing. I'm probably going to have to put more colorless cards in here. I really think one mountain is actually fine. Fiery Temper is the only double red, but you can just madness it. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to say. The madness here, or the top part, there's not a lot of crazy stuff to do in blue-red, I feel. Reanimating your artifacts is kind of nice, like Portal, and then cast like Derevi or the Trash to Treasure thing or whatever. But it doesn't seem realistic. I mean, none of this seems realistic, so I guess you could put it in here. But other than that, I mean, there's Delve cards, which I do have. There's Mizzix's Mastery, if that's in your wheelhouse. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Too many blue sources? You think so? Alright. This isn't my idea. Someone in chat said it. There we go. Boom. There is no counterspell because it's double blue, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's try to win something. At least try to get close, you know? To having Dack Fayden do something. If we win and it had nothing to do with Dack Fayden, it doesn't count. Mass manipulation? Oh, I didn't see the top part. Oh, you shouldn't have corrected yourself. Or, wait, no, you shouldn't have corrected me. You ruined it. Alright, look at that. See, we have everything we need, and now we just have to also draw Emrakul. That's the other part of it. You don't just... it's more than just the... Yeah, alright. Yeah, those are the words. Hey, bolt the bird. Look at that. First try. On the bright side, I get to play Nanorox now, I guess. Well, I thought I could bolt the bird, but it is Magic the Gathering. Start roll, so... No such luck. I'm not going to leave up Wash Away. I wonder what this is. Is it like Super Friends or something? Another Menadork. Okay. Just an army of Menadorks. Very interesting. Very interesting. Only one blue source in play, so no Dack Fayden Wash Away. Which kind of makes it so I can't really cast Dack Fayden, because then it sort of dies. So I think I'm just playing this. I can kind of deal with this current board state. Sort of. Okay, they're just not casting a Johnny? What do these actually do? Oh, they are casting a Johnny. Okay, interesting. Is there Manative? Swords of Plowshares? What's going on? Okay, they didn't put a counter here. I would have always put a counter there. I don't like my hand, which means tap, tap, tap. Which means we plus, because I don't like my hand. Get rid of you and you. No, that's dumb. Let's get rid of you. No, that's also weird. Dang it. Alright. Dack Fayden's looking a bit vulnerable here. Fateful Absence. Not quite what I expected to be the way to kill it. In fact, of all the things that could have happened, I feel like that was perfectly okay. Thalia. Creatures and non-basic lands enter tapped. That is a-okay with me. I'm not going to crack the fetch land because Brainstorm. This is a spot where I wish I had some kind of red sweeper, but those are hard to just freely get away with, I feel. It's non-basic lands? Okay. I did find Cyclonic Rift. I did find that card. Let's play you. Probably just get rid of the Mox Amber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I could counter this, honestly. Maybe I should. Shock is actually decent here. Yeah, I think I will counter this. Because after I cast Cyclonic Rift, it might not ever enter play again. And I think that's got some validity to it. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swing a low. Hey, love it. Imagine they had collected company. That'd be crazy. How do you do nothing? Oh my goodness. Collected company's not a real card. I'm not. It's not a real card. They apparently have some kind of instant though. I'm blown away at what it could be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's get rid of you and you. Yep. And I should probably cast this now. That's not true. That's not true at all. What do you got? My opponent has nothing. Wow. What is leaving priority there? They drew a land for the turn. Storm Shambler, sure. That is notably not Liliana. I mean, whatchamacallit? Sure. Let's cast this. Commandeer, and I'm gonna take that. Proliferate that. Shock the Shambies. And then pass. Let's cast Treasure Cruise. 1, 2. Okay, this is a 3-drop. Yep. I don't have enough to proliferate all the way, so we just have to do this here. Play you. We're juggling around so much colorless. It's crazy. It's actually funny. What does this do? Whenever you put a counter on the creature's turn, as a trample life thing. Target creature you control with a counter on it gets stuff. Okay. So they're into combat. I'll wait till they swing. There could be some kind of combat trick. I'm here for it. Even if I ultimate, I don't have anything to steal, so prevent all damage something would deal and put a counter on something. Huh. Okay, let's bounce this then. Proliferate. Alright. And then proliferate. It's a 6, you know. I mean, I guess I can kind of steal stuff. Holy Manadorks, Batman. Okay. Well, I came here to do this. So I'm gonna do it. This doesn't work. I'm gonna kill this thing? I'm gonna kill that thing. And then I'm gonna tap. Let's draw here. Okay. Land is fine. Oh, it's tapped, it's tapped. These are both instants, and I can cast both of them, so we'll just pass the turn. I should wait till they swing. Steal these. Take one. Steal that. Luminarch Aspirant. That might be worth stealing, actually. Yep. Fire Prophecy. Okay. We're gaming. This is the first game, by the way. That's what this is right now. I don't really need the second red source. Let's get more colorless in the off chance the impossible happens. And I don't want to play that. So put a counter here. No, I put a counter here, and then I just pass. Sure. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. That was the first game. Wow. I feel like I played kind of slow. I feel bad for my opponent, but look, we got there. All right, we got there with this nonsense. Didn't get color screwed. Did everything I set out to do. Won the game. Still had cards in my hand too. I could actually steal another thing. Wow. All right. Well, I guess we can stop there. Not going to change anything, I guess. Alright, I don't think that's going to happen again, but I'll take it. I mean, maybe it is. 100% win rate. There's also the secret tech that this commander actually steals artifacts without you having to do anything. There's also the secret tech. I really think I need more, like, red sweeper cards. I think. I don't have any red mana, but I have a preordain on the draw. I'm so sick of this, dude. I'm so sick of this. Every game. Red mana and a red spell to go with it, so I guess I'll take it. I'm so over the meta dorks. Of course, it leads to perfect colors as well. Why not? This game's probably just over instantly. Yep. I mean, maybe I could have just desperately drew a red... No, that's not realistic. This is not at all what I expected. This is weird. There probably is some insanely busted 2-drop, though. I'm kind of over this already, but I guess we'll keep playing. You know what? I'm over it. Enjoy your haha Lana Rails win instantly. I'm not wasting my time there. I need some red sweeper, but they're double red, which means I can't really play them. What? Huh? Does this have partner? Someone explain this to me? Alright, it's gone. Fascinating. Alright, I'm gonna go up another island. Yeah, they're just double red. They also hit planeswalkers, which kind of means I can't play them anyways. Because I can't do that. Yeah, maybe I just can't play them. They're all planeswalkers, huh? Ugh, they're all planeswalkers. What about the 3 damage ones? I don't know if these do enough. Maybe they do. Double red though, so probably doesn't matter. Yeah, we're just not playing double red. Like, we're not finding that at every game consistently, so it's just a pipe dream. What the heck is this? Okay. Mind Stone. Yeah, we have liquid mellow coating. Opponent does not cast their commander. Pre-grenade? I don't think I like these that much. This gives me something to do. Nah, I don't need it. I just don't need it right now. Let's play Island? They probably counter anything. And wait, do they have a castable spell? They don't have a castable spell anyways. All right, I won't let them use their mana. Then that's fine. This must be countered, so let's do this. I'm not even going to dash it. It doesn't dash into anything worthwhile. I'm just going to cast it. Again, just didn't play Magic. Love to see it. Okay, that doesn't inherently stop me. Actually, it doesn't stop me at all. Yep, I'm gonna swing. Alright, Ragavan is in play, doing the Ragavan thing. I can actually play around Spell Pierce as well. Well, alright. Can't play around that, but get wrecked. Remand. Okay. This is why you dance around your opponent's stuff. Oh, right, I should swing. Yep. Witch Enchanter. Can I play it as a creature? My opponent got 100% decimated this game. I played around their cards to the point where they just couldn't play Magic, and then this is the end result. Oh man, that was brutal. That was actually just insanely brutal. Wow. Oh, that's so brutal. That's where you uninstall Magic, I feel. That's just actually insanely brutal. Wow. Alright. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Springleaf Drum. What are you doing? I'm gonna just cast this. Soul Guide Lantern. What are you doing over there? Want to calm down? They should probably just crack it. No, they don't. I would have cracked it. Oracle of the Spaghetti. Alright, well, came here to do this. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I just lose the wash away? Oh, no, I didn't lose the wash away. Let's, strangle now. Okay. I did that in a min-max sweaty way. I'll take the drum. That way they can't have mana the turn they cast this. I think that's worth it. They're LARPing? Yeah, the LARP is real. I don't know, I mean, you might as well. It's good practice. Especially if I decide to target it and I'm not paying attention. It could obviously backfire. Alright, we can commandeer that. I probably should commandeer that so I can continue the game. So... like that. Cool. That was neat. Let's get rid of these two. Maybe I wanted to keep the land, actually? I don't know. Oh, there's Mox Amber, of course. Probably the actual best card in my opponent's entire deck. Probably. Let's kill this. I'm gonna take the Mox Amber. No, I'm not. I'm taking this. These are my cards. Sure. Okay. Let's cycle this. Should probably cycle this, yeah. I don't think I need more lands in play, so I'm not going to play that land. Okay, a little bit of an order lull there. Oh, this is why I don't play lands. You know what? I'm gonna steal the Mana Rock. And then we're gonna swing. And we can probably play one of these lands here. Semblance Anvil. You can put it to your hand, though. Opponent does not put it to their hand. Really? They get rid of Maze Mind's Tome? Oh, right, because if they don't, I steal it. That's right. Yeah, you can't play it. You're right. Alright, let's just play this tapped. Brainstorm is a card, has text on it. I will plus first. I don't know what Brainstorm is doing in this spot, but with Dack, I don't feel too bad about just windmill casting it. Let's get rid of these. How many colorless land sources do I have? Not really any. We know the next two cards. I'm always discarding Emrakul here. So... I'm most likely discarding Emrakul, I mean. Sure. I could steal that. I could steal that. I think I will. Yeah. Why not? We can actually recast Dack. I didn't think of that. Alright. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm not going to steal the anvil. Okay. We getting there? Is this working? 1, 2. No, currently not that great. They have to lose the card immediately. This is maybe not the best idea here. I can actually hardcast Emrakul now. That's ridiculous. It's literally too good. It's so funny. It's so funny. I think my opponent played it thinking they're just gonna get a spell. And they're like, oh, I have to discard it. Rip. That's so funny. I just steal this. My opponent did the sweaty, like, Springleaf Drum crack thing, and then just, like, went in complete shambles mode with these two cards. Wow, this one makes sense, because you can't ever cast this. Man, you're just getting poked to death with your own cards. I can literally cast this too, and I drew a really, really, really good card. Wow. What is going on right now? What have we done? What have I done to the format? What's happening? I should stop playing this. I don't want to see this all over the place. Clearly too powerful. Clearly too powerful. I don't... How many colorless sources do we have by the end of that? Not a lot, honestly. I think there were 3? Or something like that? At that point, I could just hardcast it, so... That was a game I commandeered, by the way. Wow. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Imagine I drew Thrumming Bird that whole time. Okay, what can we do to make it even better that doesn't involve taking out Emrakul? What are other cards that are good? I really don't think I could play this. Is there really just not another... I mean, Set Adrift is probably fine. We could probably play this. Maybe. It's not good until I already have... How do you spell Mayhem? Is this good? I feel like there's enough 2-mana stuff. I don't need that. Is this good at 2 mana? No. What about you? Oh wait, you're not man. Discard 2 cards? I mean, I could do that. I don't know why I would though. Oh yeah, the One Ring. The One Ring Paradox Engine. We have mana rocks. I think this is a real thing I should consider here. Even with, what is it, Fabricate? This is something that it's just a way to win the game. I think this is a really good idea. Do I have Inventor's Fair? I do. Huge. Okay, there we go. Currency Converter? This is he's playing Legacy, right? Or did it for like 5 minutes. Monument to Endurance. Whenever you discard a card, blah, 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 draw. Put a card exiled in the graveyard. Yeah, we could do that. I think that's fine. Whenever you discard each turn, draw that many. Oh, wow, yeah, that's... Okay. And then, do I like the monument? I probably like the monument. Alright, we found a bunch of cards that make sense. They don't have to do with proliferate or anything. I could probably... I mean, the best way to deal with this is to take out... Let's take out the exceptionally terrible cards. This one's an instant, right? Yeah. Still, though, it's 4 mana. What about Slumber? Yeah, we're gonna not run the 4 mana tap cards. Of all the ones that are in here, those are definitely just not great. The tempo can do something, I guess, just most of the time, not really. Ageless Insight's double blue, isn't it? And it costs 4 mana. Can you exile lands? Okay, the fact that it lets me use lands, I like it. If it was non-lands only, I'm not playing that. Maybe no Succumb to the Cold either. I should minimize the permanently steal cards, because that's just the weakest part of the... Well, other than Emrakul. Dang it. Other than Emrakul, it's like the weakest part of the deck, so I shouldn't... Like, I'd already have to ultimate. What's the 3 mana find any spell? There's also Seek New Knowledge, too. Yeah, solve the equation. I think you could try that. I think we could try solve the equation. Mainly just for, like, delve. Like, if it's... Solve the equation being a 4 mana draw 3. Actually, you know what? That's not good at all, I feel, maybe. That's just harmonize. Yeah, maybe I don't actually like it. Never mind. It's just literally... Oh, no, it's not harmonize. It's concentrate. Har har. I don't think I'm playing concentrate. I don't think I'm playing consult anymore, actually. I notice I hold lands for Dack Fayden, so I don't think I'm playing... Yeah. This one does almost nothing. Actually, this one basically does nothing unless I've already ultimated. So this one's definitely the worst of the bunch. Yeah, it's just exceedingly difficult to flip this and then actually steal stuff. It's just like very difficult. I'm going to take out Freeze in place. Alright, let's try this. All these stun cards, it's just not... I know they steal stuff, but it's not realistic here. We already... I mean, look, I already did it, alright? I already stolen the Johnny player's everything, okay? What do you want from me? Like, this is a deck I can't really steal too efficiently. That's another thing. There's a lot of opponents I actually just cannot steal consistently their stuff. Alright, well, it's an on-the-play Ragavan. I kind of hope the game doesn't get ended because of that, but if it does end, maybe it's in my favor. Steam Vents, let's go. Once I find it. There you are. Alright, Monkey. You know what to do. Ping the one... Oh, this is the 4 mana. This is the 4 mana one. Consult the star charts. I mean, I could cast it. I am obscenely ahead, so maybe we can just cast this. Why not? Yeah, take that. There we go. It turns the Ragavan into a card. That's fine. But it obviously is not the same as Dack Fayden. I'll just be greedy because my opponent didn't play a 1-drop. Rhythm doesn't do anything for me, so I'm not going to even try to cast it. And I really don't think I need to play Dack Fayden here. I'm not going to play it. Kind of sniffing out some things my opponent could have. Interesting mana base. World Weave. Alright, let's not let that be a thing. Alright, they're over it, yep. Ragavan, too good. Way too good. To be fair, though, I was just operating fairly normally. I would have just done something else if it wasn't for this. But I'd still say the treasure tokens were still too gross. Alright, well, it didn't end on turn 1, at least. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I'm trying to compromise here. Trying to bargain. Great content. Love Ragavan. I probably should just take it out, honestly. So it's just, it leads to games like that where I mean, I say it every time, it's not anything new. Hey, I stole stuff, right? It's on theme. I actually did steal stuff, and I actually did cast them. It's literally on theme. It just leads to games like no one wants to watch on YouTube. It's just like, who cares? Okay, that's not true. It's just I don't want to watch on YouTube. Therefore, everyone else probably feels the same. I don't have either color here, which is unfortunate because this hand is kind of okay, but it's against this, so maybe it wouldn't pan out too well anyways. This is all in on something that won't get there on its own, but who cares? So this can get either color. It's probably best to get blue to start. Oh, I didn't get blue. Alright, I made everything hard for no reason. I just assumed the islands were on the farthest right spot. Well, that's my bad. Alright. Shame concede. Also, turn 1 Tamiyo. I don't feel like playing against that. That's stupid. Tamiyo turn 1 kind of feels like Ragavan, where if you don't kill it, you just lose instantly. Tamiyo might be a bit better than Ragavan at this point. It also just actually blocks Ragavan. Stall out can be enter the spaghetti. Target draw spells instead. Yeah, that's true. It's doing the partner thing again. Wait, what even is stall out? can't be blocked this turn, draw a card. Just sift through it. Cycling. They're kind of similar, with this one probably being slightly better. We'll see. I can't actually use this, or like I can't cycle it if my opponent doesn't have a creature. It's just stranded in my end, so. I like how this is spammable. I kind of like this because I can keep casting it. So I don't want to get rid of that one. It's the only card in here that can continuously target things for the entirety of a game. I believe that's the only spell in here that does it. This one is probably worse. This is a sorcery too. I mean, these are the worst cards in the deck. I am not doubting that. This targets two things. This targets one thing. Could probably not play that one. What's another burn spell? Fiery Impulse. Pretty easy to get spell mastery. I refuse to play. Actually, it wouldn't really. Frostbite is not 100% guaranteed, actually, so Fiery Impulse might actually be right. Fiery Impulse doesn't kill Tamiel, though. Not when it matters. Not when it matters. Brainstorm going to be doing some heavy lifting in this hand. But maybe it doesn't matter because my opponent just wins with a 1-drop on the play. And I don't have to worry about anything. Would have to just not worry about a thing. They get rid of River's Rebuke. Kind of surprising. I don't think I'm casting Brainstorm here. Oh, I'm going to cast it. The old 2 into 4. Excellent. Yeah, we're just going to play this. I don't have really any answer to this because it is not an artifact. It makes artifacts, but it's not an artifact. Okay, I can steal the Lantern, which is not really amounting to anything, I'm not going to lie. But it's a play that I can make, so why not? You don't get the mana from it, but that's fine. I just cast Recommend. Alright, they didn't tap it first. Does that change anything? Not really. Alright, I'll cast this. I'll act as if they should feel bad they didn't tap it. Because Ragavan hitting them once feels kind of dumb. And then just proceeding to not do anything for the rest of the game. Just feels kind of dumb. Yeah, Ragavan's going away. And then do this. Because I have to. That's a lot of lands, huh? Let's get rid of Palladium Mirror at this point. Can I cast Treasure Cruise? Nope. Okay. Well, I did stuff. Yeah, I could dash it, I suppose. Alright, well, I mean, I don't know what you want from me. My opponent's literally playing mono green in a 3-color deck, and I can't beat it. Let's, they got Cavernous Souls. Fortunately for us, that doesn't really matter. Guess that makes the mana leak a bit useless, huh? Let's get an island. I think we're looking for something specific, so I'll just do this first. That's okay, because it just sees more cards. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Hmm. My commander's always dying, but I guess I'll play that. Yeah, can't stop Titan. The game's not about Primeval Titan anyways. I can bounce it out of sheer desperation. Honestly, ultimating Dack doesn't even do anything either. Really? What? What the... Okay. A little bit surprised by that. Oh, we just have literally everything, yep. Perfect green infinite ramp into... When I'm done with it, I just get the best blue card ever. Why not? Alright, well, I'm not saving Dack. Actually, I wasn't going to save Dack with Cyclonic Rift anyways. They actually did not have to counter that. Unless I blocked, which I suppose I could. So, recast it. 1, 2... There's a... I don't know. Brainstorm first? I guess I'll play around this 1 mana my opponent's got. I don't know what it could be. One. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. My peanut brain didn't anticipate this as an outcome here. Unbelievable. I didn't anticipate that as an outcome. I didn't see that line. I think I actually always had that line, but I was caught up complaining about mono green. I was just caught up with complaining that I didn't see that line. Wow. Okay. Good thing I saw the chain lightning though, because now I can actually steal this. I was about to take the other card there. So I can steal this. Wait a minute, my opponent just conceded. I didn't even think about that. Why did they concede here? They didn't even force me to show them anything that would steal anything. I only have one spell that steals something, and then next turn I can't shuffle. Oh, can I shuffle? No, I cannot shuffle. I'm forced to draw this. So I don't have anything that steals anything after this. Wow. Okay, well if people just concede to this, then I feel really not bad at all about getting rid of all the targeted spells in my deck. That's just ridiculous. I'm never conceding here, ever. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. That just happened. We beat the mono green opener with counterspell as a cherry on top. We actually did beat something insane. It wasn't just like random nonsense. Okay. That's unbelievable. But again, I don't think I should have won that. I could have just kept playing the game. Like, it's not over. I'm sorry, it's just not over. The only reason I was able to do that is because they killed Dack, right? No, that's not true. It would have happened nonetheless. Unless it was at 3. If they assumed I built my whole deck around it, it's strange because every single spell I cast up to that point would not have worked with Dack Fayden. So they didn't see any spell that would. I exiled 7 cards of that game to a treasure cruise. None of the cards in my graveyard exile in play, any card in play, did anything like this. So I don't know. I don't know. I legit meant to click mulligan. I meant to click the mulligan button. That is my bad. Oops. Opponent, come on. Come on. Easy times make for weak men. Stupid. That's dumb. Hey, it's a Lightning Greaves. Look at that. It's a Lightning Greaves with the commander that demands Lightning Greaves. Cool. So I can play Dack Fayden next turn and probably have it get smashed by like any creature my opponent decides is worth casting. So this is really bad, huh? Yeah. I guess I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did the dumb again. I did the dumb. We can just steal it. I forgot. Belay my last. Alright. In comes the spider. I love it. In comes the spider. I'm here for it. Let's get rid of... Ooh, jeez. That and... I think this. I can actually... Oh, I can just tap it. Oh, that's so gross. No, I'm gonna just kill it. Because they Dark Ritualed it, so... Yeah. They did Dark Ritual it, so I'm gonna kill it. They keep it in the graveyard. Let's pick up Radiant Fountain. So they can reanimate it, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think you can get haste that way. This is not enough energy. Still in the graveyard, though. Still in the graveyard, says the opponent. Karn's Bastion is a decent card here. Let's play this, but we're going to pay life just like our opponent would pay life. Obviously don't proliferate their cards there. They're going to feel real bad if I stifle the Chthonian Nightmare energy here. Oh, it's part of the cost, right? Because it's got that weird stupid line. Yeah, alright, you can't. It's part of the cost. Grey Merchant. What? Huh? Okay. Yep. Cast Brainstorm. It's another game where I don't exactly have anything to steal, so probably don't care too much about this ultimate. Hey, we can put this here. Look at that. Amazing. We should probably do it anyways. Oh, no, I don't have the mana. Oh, yes, I do. Hold on. I'm just going to do it. That's just foolish. Let's be real. There's no reason to do this. Mana Leak. And that. Alright, we have Paradox Engine 1 ring things roughly ready to happen. Not blocking. I can ultimate whenever I want next turn anyways. I don't have to block that or anything. Shieldred? Okay. What is this deck? Not Tails ending this. Yes, I am. So... Tails in. Proliferate. What is this deck? Oh, can't get rid of that. Okay. Gimme. Okay. Y'all? Want us reading the graveyard? Going through my graveyard? Or reading Dack? I don't have a creature to reanimate. It's just chilling. Okay, sure. What do they get? Do they have to get their commander, right? No, they just go to steal my stuff. Okay. This is way too funny. I think I milled the One Ring, though. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Fabricate liquid metal coating. Oh, yeah. I don't even need to take the... Okay, did they take a land here? Looks like they might have taken a land. Probably Mox. Oh, it could be Mox, too. Oh, wait, we're just doing the old flipperoni. For Blood Artist, huh? So, the One Ring is definitely the right idea, but liquid metal coating I haven't done yet. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work without my commander in play, right? We've already established that, because it's not a spell when it steals stuff. So, I need to cast my commander. 1, 2. 1, 2. I actually can't. No. We have to be boring. Oh, wait, we can gamble. Okay, I'm here for it. Opponent hasn't conceded. We're gambling. We're gambling. Force spike. Alright, lame. They lose Blood Artist, they have to block. Nope, it's got Swamp Rock. It's got Swamp Rock. Swamp Rock. You got swamps. Opponent's getting their mind blown about that right now, apparently. Doesn't surprise me, it's probably the first time they've ever been swung at with Shieldred. Like, ever. Alright, what did they steal? They didn't steal the One Ring, we know that. Dig through time, and I can't force spike it, right? Yeah, alright, fair enough. They kept their commander in the graveyard still. This makes sense. I think at this point you shouldn't ever assume it does anything. I also, to be fair, didn't exactly have a lot of mana with the One Ring engine spam. This one costs life. If I had a different mineral... Honestly, this with engine is also something that's very scary. It's not like this is 100% useless. Thoughtseize. Well, it's not taking the Force Spike, that's for sure. But Force Spike doesn't have any more use. Maybe I can trip them up. But this is as much as it's going to do. I'm just going to cast it. Staff does draw cards, but I think I'm taking Engine anyways. They don't even hesitate. The thing is, with Staff, I can draw cards. Wow, they got some really good hits off that thing there. They also set themselves almost to complete deadness here. Might as well play the Nightmare, I guess. Oh, okay. Sure. Don't I just get that back? It's kind of weird, wasn't it? We start with this. Because Lightning Bolt's not lethal anymore. Yes, it is! Oh. Don't you just love Tome of the Infinite? Isn't that a great card? Oh no. I forgot about the boots we stole 6 years ago. did nothing. The removal spell did nothing. Don't worry, opponent. I forgot about the boots too. Oh my goodness. What's really funny about that is because I need a second target, if I did actually get Giant Growth or Assault Strobe, I would have to have a second target for this boots because it gives Shroud. I can't target the Shield Druid alone. So the removal spell did less than nothing. It actually just made him discard a card. That's so funny. Man! Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, man, it just feels so gross. It's so gross. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Yeah, you know I had to do it to him. Giant Growth, then equip boots? Yeah, I could do that as well. My point was I need a second creature, regardless. And they killed one, so the Shield Druid had to get something back. Okay, alright, so I don't have any blue mana. Do I care? Not really. Ooh, it's the cool Muldrotha. It's the hot one. Nice. I haven't played Thrumming Bird. I am not going to play Brainstorm turn 1. Although there are discard spell. Wait, am I on the play? I don't even know. Greaves is worth Roxanne? Oh yeah, so what? Yeah, it's like probably one of the best commanders to play Lightning Greaves, if not the best commander to play Lightning Greaves. I would say it's not even close. Unless there's something else I'm not thinking of, which is entirely possible. They targeted themselves. Alright, no mana leak here. I think that's fine. I mean, I can mana leak other cards, though, to be fair. Yeah, let's do that. The old proliferate in. Yep, there goes my entire everything, as is tradition. So... I have mana with Paradox Engine, but nothing to do with it after. Kali is the best? Yeah, Kali is another profoundly good one. I agree with that. It does require other cards, though, so it's not really that... not true all the way. You can't just play it. 2, 3, 5... I have to... No, I don't have to. Okay, I missed my window, though. Bit of a mistake. I missed my window, though. Do we swing first? Trying to think. Why am I thinking about anything? I should just cast it. I can give myself more energy. Yeah, it's fine. They're gonna just... do stuff anyways. Alright, so can I beat Muldrotha without doing anything for a turn? Maybe? But not likely. My opponent literally vomited mono green into play, so... tap land, summon spaghetti, mind stone. There's no reason to play the jet. I guess there's no reason not to play the jet. Opponent agrees. So here, here, 2, 3. Start here. Blue. No shuffle effect, actually. Steel. It is exceedingly unlikely I get there. I should start here. There and there. What does taking Mind Stone do? Let's do this. Pay 3 life. 2 life. No, no, this should just be blue. Palladium Mirror is too slow. Oh my goodness. They conceded. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, so let's play it out further. Blue. Get rid of this. Get rid of these cards with Preordain. Although I could just skip past him with the second blue. With Dig Through Time, which is probably slightly more efficient. That way, it's almost the same, honestly. It's almost the same no matter what order I do it in. Wow. I had no guarantee to do, like, I wasn't guaranteed to get there. I don't even have a Dack Fayden Ultimate. I don't have extra turns in my deck. Wait a minute. What would I do if I drew my whole deck? What would I even do here? That's true, yeah, I could have spent all my energy if I wanted to. It's not too late. It's not too late. I would have Embercooled? Okay, well, we can assume we have infinite mana at that point, so let's say our whole deck's in our hand, which is not a guarantee. That's just not a guarantee right now, but let's just say that's a thing that might happen. Run Grape Shot? People just concede to One Ring Paradox Engine. There's no need to play the combo payoff. Just draw your whole deck. Doesn't give up anyways. Can I play Tameo? Is that a thing, or is that green on the backside and it won't let you? I don't know why I'm brain farting this. I can't play Tameo. But the new hybrid mana change. Oh, we have Tome of the Infinite. Okay, so we have Tome of the Infinite. That would win as well. In that spot. Assuming I go crazy. I'm really trying to find the line that would make me win guaranteed there. And I don't know. Like, it's not... The cards in my hand are not getting there on their own. Well, according to my YouTube comments, Commander and Brawl are identical formats, so you gotta get with the times. Keep up. Throwing Bird did something, I guess. Not really. People ask me all the time on YouTube comments if it's like, should I play these cards in my commander deck? It's like, I don't know. I don't know what you're playing against. I don't know. Just because I played it in Brawl doesn't mean that you could just like play it against 3 opponents instead of 1. Also, there's completely different card pool. I don't see a line where I just win. Can I... Hold on. Okay. Alright, hold on. We can actually pick up Dack Fayden. I could pick up Dack Fayden, and then, at some point, Flux Channeler proliferate enough to actually do it. Because I already plussed it for the turn, so I would have to go that deep to reset it, ultimate it, and then from there I could steal my opponent's stuff outside of Emrakul. Alright, there it is, I found it. We found another line. Something worth thinking about, I would say. Cool games, keep up the vids, love the content. Thanks. I love you too? I think that's what YouTubers are supposed to say. I do not have any graveyard hate, and Brainstorm really likes me. Alright, well that's how you get the card in there. Let's see, what's the damage? Oh boy, there's options. I don't like that. The damage is Cityscape. Does not have haste. Alright, we're gonna hold on to the fetch land for now. They didn't play a Mana Rock, so I guess... Well, if they did, that means they would not... Like, you can't 2 into 4. Caverver. Ghostly Pilferer. Huh. Brainstorm... I'm gonna Flame Slash here. Wait, how do you have something? What? My opponent has something. That's actually illegal. Flame Slash? Yep. I mean, excuse me, Flare of... Oh, Solitude? What is going on over there? I don't like it. I don't like it. You may have this enter as a copy. Well, they can't copy their... Oh, the discard from... Alright, so that's just what happens when I don't read things. I see. They just don't do anything. Let's play... Funny card. Actually, I should play this one first. Yeah, I should play this one first, actually. And then this thing. Three steps ahead. I wonder if they would have cast it that on Dack Fayden. There's the argument it doesn't really do much, right? Summon Bahamut's now in the graveyard. That is not an enchantment. Yeah, an artifact. Necromancy. I should probably mana leak that. Oh. Maybe not. Opponent wants to kill my constructs? What? Okay. I don't know how I beat Summon Bahamut. I have a bunch of mana, especially with Paradox Engine, but then Summon Bahamut just blows up Paradox Engine, so... I could probably... What if I did this? Summon Bahamut coming back a single time is fine. It can't come back twice. Yeah, this is probably okay. I don't feel too bad about this, right? I can only do it once. That's an awful string of cards, wow. You can't get it twice, so... Their commander just exiles it forever. Alright, looks like that's not the case. Oh, I just lost. Okay. Yep. Because my opponent then decided that the best possible thing was in their hand. Alright, that was a complete and utter non-game. I don't feel like we did anything meaningful. We just watched our opponent win. I didn't have any relevant interaction. Well, no Dack Fayden Plus in the Leovold matchup. This hand is maybe not great. No One Ring in Leovold matchup either. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this. Other than the day we played it and I saw the... I think I saw the mirror like twice. Agent of Rafine? Huh? What do you... Do I kill that? I think I don't kill that. Why do I care about this? This feels slow and you have to leave up mana the whole game just to sometimes do something that doesn't matter. They do it at sorcery speed, not typically a good idea. Yep. Ragavan... Probably too late. Probably too late. Let's get you. A land would be nice. Okay. So I have the Paradox Engine One Ring, but I don't have anything to do with it. Oh, right. I forgot about Agent. I kept the card on top, too. That's funny. That is actually funny. So, plus again? Liquid Metal Coating's funny. We like funny cards here. Probably take out Commandeer. I don't even have the blue cards for it, so it just seems nonsensical. We can play this in Liquid Metal Coating. Oh, don't tell me you stole Lightning Bolt. Oh, okay, sure. Alright, so the combo's in play. My opponent has to respect it. Whenever you are permanent, you control target spell, card short. The old Agent of Rafine beatdown, love it. Let's start stealing lands. Yeah. And then play the One Ring, because it's done. Okay. I'm gonna steal another land. I could just straight up steal Leovold. They do draw 2 with that. I can draw 1 here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just steal Leovold. It feels like my opponent really doesn't want that to happen, so you can have your 2 cards. Okay, it just straight up worked. Let's do this. I'm not going to go in on the engine. That seems like a mistake. And pass. Alright, they can kill Leovold. Probably. They have a bunch of cards. See what the damage is here. The new and improved strip mine, yeah. Assemble a team. Alright, this seems like a bit of desperation. But maybe not. Alright, we just untapped with my opponent's Leovold. Wow. Let's go to combat? No, we should just continuously put pressure on them. Like, I want them to spend their mana, and then when they do that, they, like, start to lose very quickly. So, alright, well, let's see if you have the card you need to beat Paradox Engine. I need it right now. Looks like they do. Tragic. Oh, well, no, it could just be an Agent of Fiend activation. It was. Yep. They just didn't get there. I mean, the problem with Leovold here is, I mean, it actually did draw cards. It actually did draw cards, to be fair. It drew quite a bit of cards, actually. It didn't draw 3? I think it did. The problem is, it's hard to... No, you know, that's not true. Leovold just struggles. That's all. I didn't think it would lose to Dack Fayden, though. It is still at least green. Huh. The sorcery speed agent was weird. But yeah, this Paradox Engine ring out is really nice. The fact that every single deck can do this because it's colorless is kind of funny. Cool. Sweet. Not much to say about that one. Just a clean game. Squeaky clean. So, Emrakul hasn't shown up a single time. I think at this point it's safe to say this deck could probably just get a little bit better if I got rid of Emrakul, and it's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So maybe I could just get rid of it at this point. The Mana Rocks have found a different use with the One Ring engine anyways. I want to do it though. I haven't played Converter yet, or this. I haven't Fiery Tempered. There's a few things I haven't seen yet. We've only Liquid Metal Coated once. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I'll play a couple more. Might have been a mistake to go for the engine. Counter spells. No reason to do. My opponent immediately conceded if I, upon resolving the engine, if that's evidence as to what I'm talking about, which they had the counter spell for. They countered my commander instead. If they countered engine, they would have been fine. I mean, I'd have my commander, but they wouldn't have lost immediately. It's a bad spot to be in, because I would then have my commander in play. I just bait out a counterspell. I didn't even know you could have... Yes, I did. Don't listen to me. Of course I knew you had numbers in your name. This is a really sketchy hand. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm gonna draw. Get rid of charge here? Okay. This is where Wasteland would be ripskis. I survive a discard. There is a discard spell. Okay. Can only take one thing, right? Yeah. It's 2 and down. Non-land, non-creature. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they could have taken both. I'm actually kind of blown away that they did not take the staff. There must be a second discard spell. Smuggler's Copter? Smuggler's Copter? What? Wow, that's crazy. Smuggler's Copter? Okay. Oh! Opponent? What happened? You didn't read my commander? Oh no. Oh no. Is it actually that bad? I can't even ever swing at you with it. It's just chilling there. All I did was blow it up. I literally 3 mana shatter. My opponent conceded to 3 mana shatter. Flame of Elnor, or whatever it's called. Would you concede it to Flame of Elnor? Like, what? Okay. Sure. All I did was blow it up. That's it. I just played 3 mana shatter. That's a Prismari command that didn't give me a treasure token. You know, like, is it actually that bad? Would you genuinely concede if I just blew it up? Because I feel like they wouldn't. Full stop. They just would not concede. So it's funny they concede if I steal it instead of blow it up. I cannot swing with it. Like, it's just never gonna happen. It's just chilling. That's just so funny to me. All right. Speaking of funny, this is VV. Do I want this? I guess? I'm conceding to a slow situation if I do that, but that's fine. Looks like there's the old cantrip there. Yep, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna pass. Because that's what I set out to do. Oh, you know what? This is a Mox. This looks like Mox Amber. That's my hot take here. Yep, it's a Mox Amber. Why not always have it? Alright, so I have literally no respect for anything ever. I'm just gonna steal a land. No respect. Could have stole the mountain to ping this. Don't care. I'm always taking the blue source. Oh, that's not a box. Oh, I can steal that too. Oh, they found a land again. Lame. So, do it again. Oh, opponent, what happened? You don't want to play anymore? You don't want me to take another land? Why not? You get to kill my commander with your thing again. And I just get to maybe... Well, I need to land an untapped land next turn, but... I don't know, DRC's doing stuff. Oh, this is the best deck I've ever played today. This is the best deck I played today. Why does it keep offering a partner? Oh man, that's great. All right. I think I'm gonna stop there because I feel the downhill trajectory if I keep going. This is about right where it hits with the next 40 minutes. If I decide to keep playing, we just never win again. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. So I'm just going to close it out here. There were some significant issues here with the mana base, but they weren't that bad. This is playable. I was able to play my cards with this in the deck. This deck... True. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to recombobulate this without this in it. I'm going to take out the colorless mana, make it way better, and you could probably play the double red 3 damage sweepers and stuff, fiery whatever, instead of Emrakul. I never cast this. However, I almost cast it on the front side because at this point with all the mana rocks, it made sense to. But this is not... This is just for the funniness of it, this and all the colorless lands. That being said, Inventor's Fair, Karn's Bastion probably still stay in the deck. And you know what I'm going to do? Let's copy it. I'll copy it, and then I'll always know what this one was like, and then I'll change this one to be what I think would make way more sense to actually play. So, not these 3 wastes. No Reliquary Tower. Not that. 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's way more realistic. But I will admit, that's really all I have to change. That's not a significant difference just for this card. That, like, those colorless lands aren't that bad. But it does help a lot with mulliganing and stuff. But again, I really didn't struggle with the amount of colorless in here. I just didn't. Avoiding the double mana colored cards helps. Like, there's no double... This is the only double blue things up here. Commandeers, obviously. Yeah, actually, Commandeer is another card I would probably not play. So I wouldn't play this, wouldn't play that. I actually did not like Thrumming Bird, so I wouldn't play that either. More Mana Rocks are kind of reasonable with this as an out in the deck now. These 2 cards isn't out. What else is a good card here? More Mana Rocks. Oh, Solve the Equation can probably fit. Oh. I like what Solve the Equation's doing. Stock Up is fine? Yes, Stock Up is fine. Star Charts is still not fine to me. Or Memory Deluge or anything. Agent Rafine is on theme, because just stealing your opponent's cards. Heisting, cantrips... Wait, there's no heisting, right? There's just the bird that heists. I wouldn't play the bird, though. When in doubt, Mythic Rares. Ledger Shredder's funny. It's not great, though, actually. Could probably play Charm now. Oh, Counterspell. Yep. Counterspell is actually pretty solid. We do have more... We have the actual mana. I can cast it now. Midnight Clock is kind of cool. Extra turns are interesting. Lootmonger? Whenever you discard. What does Jace flip into? Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Fable? Whenever you draw your second card, do stuff. This is kind of cool. Okay, whenever you draw second card. I actually kind of like this. These 1/1s are quite annoying. You can defend Dack pretty well, too. It is blue and red, which is... Well, again, we fixed the mana, so it's not that bad. Actually, yeah, I kind of like this. Those 1/1s are very annoying. I think. The fact that they defend Dack Fayden is kind of interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like it enough to put it in. I like it more than Emrakul, I'll say that much. Okay, let me redo my outro because I got cut up thinking. Okay, so this is... The colorless base for Emrakul is not really worth Emrakul, but I will say the colorless base didn't actually impede me too much. So if you want to go this route, go for it. But it's just a funny, goofy thing. I did what the kids say, a meme. It's just like a meme or whatever, but this is not necessary. It never came up. Actually, the one game it almost did come up, I could have just cast it for the top side, just full stop 11 mana or 12 mana or whatever instead of the bottom. And I don't even think it would have done anything that game, but, you know, it's just something to... It's on theme of stealing. Same with Commandeer. There was one game where it did something. In that game, I'm not even sure if Commandeering was the right play. I ended up winning that game, but I don't know if this is why. Just another card you don't really need. It is nice to have a card like this when you don't care if your hand is small, and I think this deck does a decent job at not caring about a small hand, which is funny to say with a deck with not a lot of creatures in it. It's not like, oh, you know, a mono red deck doesn't care if it has 3 cards in its hand the whole game. It's just killing your opponent really fast. How do you solve the question or problem of 25 life or whatever? That's not the case here. But if we took it a bit more seriously, it would probably look more like this, which is not that different, just taking out the funny, goofy cards, adding less crazy things. This is an interesting card. It's way more castable. Same with Counterspell. Actually being able to cast it with basically no colorless nonsense in the way. You can actually get away with cards like these. Probably even Archmage's Charm if you want it. But this one's kind of cool. Just defending Dack Fayden the whole game with 1/1s seems kind of nice. I didn't seem to need too much assistance in the defending Dack Fayden department. Or at least maybe wherever a 1/1 would defend it. I think I was fine, so this could just be wrong. I don't know, I don't play this card that much. You don't really see it that much. But there's a fair amount of cards, at least, in here that you don't see that much. The initial stealing or tapping stun counter nonsense just doesn't work too well without the ultimate. The tempo is genuinely nice on your opponent's creatures, though, and no one will ever expect or be prepared for you to stun counter the garbage out of everything, especially with 3 or more stun counters, and they're not going to pressure Dack with creatures too well. But then you just stun countered your opponent's creatures just to ultimate it, and then all your stun cards are gone because you used them to defend Dack in the first place. Seems kind of eh. So the -6 is just not super realistic. There are some ways to still have it do something. It's not entirely useless, especially if your opponent just decides to concede, which oddly enough happened a couple times. I even got a few people with the -2 that had, I guess, not read Dack Fayden ever in the history of playing Magic, which is funny. I think this sees play, or saw play, in Vintage. I don't know if it ever really saw play in Legacy. Maybe it did with Narset in Leovold, where you could target your opponent and they can't draw, so they just discard 2. Because it's just funny. But, I mean, it's the Vintage Masters set symbol, so it's at least Vintage Draft I've seen this sometimes. But here, I just didn't expect anything of this, and I'm pretty sure it had a positive win rate, with victories coming out of different angles, not all in on one thing. Like Paradox Engine One Ring, this feels like the best, or just an excellent home for this kind of combo. Any deck that has a critical mass of mana rocks is just going to want to put these 2 cards in there. This is a colorless combo, so it can go into every deck ever. I mean, you could put it in Heir Apparent if you want it. Probably not, though, right? Wouldn't be drawing to anything. But, yeah, so this gives you another out if Dack Fayden is continuously being killed and stuff. This is just huge. There was a couple opponents that just gave up before they made me show them an infinite thing. That was getting more and more likely as it went, but I don't know, I'm kind of the type that would probably make my opponent show me there's like something happening with these 2 in play at the same time. But just like the -6 making people concede, people would rather just play the next game instead of sitting around to see if you have what the fail rate is, essentially. I never got the Dream Steal 2 things at once situation. Oh, I think I did, actually, in the very first game. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But it wasn't with Electrolyze, which is steal 2 of your opponent's permanents and also draw a card, the ultimate thing. What's the other one? This one, which targets 2 permanents. So I still kind of like this one. And it is a sorcery, though. This is an instant, so it can just tap, draws, replaces. I think this card is fine. In any spot where you would want to play a bounce spell, like Disperse, or whatever the kicker one is that draws, this is doing something similar enough with the added benefit of stealing something after you've ultimate it, so I like that one. And then this one, because it can keep happening throughout the course of a game forever, because you can just keep escaping it. So I really like that for this card. It takes up 1 slot. I'm not worried about it. If it's not part of the game, you can just get rid of these cards with Dack Fayden, right? It's, oh, I can't use it. Boom, it's gone. This one you can literally get rid of because it has escape anyways. This one replaces itself if your opponent has a creature, but this could just be another burn spell, honestly, and you're not too concerned with randomly having this after you've ultimated Dack just to then sometimes target something. This might just be the worst one in here. Could just be a different card entirely, because the less you care about the -6, the better your deck probably is overall, honestly. But it's still funny. It's still funny. People are conceding to it just like they would Tamiyo ultimating, even though Tamiyo does not necessarily win with the free omniscience it gives you. Way more successful than I thought. Way more successful than I thought. And it did genuinely involve Dack Fayden. It wasn't just like, oh, blue-red, haha, and then this is in the command zone. I was like, this actually mattered a lot. There weren't really any scenarios in which I plussed on my opponent's face for any reason. I didn't have a Narset in here to punish the 3-mana mono blue Narset I'm talking about. Or, I think that's it. You can't play Leovold. So it might just be Narset. I think so, yeah. Expropriate can probably stay because of all the mana rocks. You could probably even play Emrakul anyways and not actually run the colorless lands and just have a better mana base with Emrakul in here still. Have the off chance to cast it, but with all the mana rocks, just cast it on the front face anyways, is an idea here. This deck would be really amazing if there was like 1 or 2 more Treasure Cruise cards in here. If we had 3 Treasure Cruises, everything, it would be great. If there was just like another crazy thing, and there might be, that I'm not thinking of, something that really likes a big graveyard that isn't just Mizzix's Mastery. I don't think Mizzix's Mastery is the card I'm feeling makes sense with what I'm trying to describe, but maybe I would argue it's probably better than Emrakul. So Mizzix's Mastery is probably fine here, just to get something out of all the cards you're discarding. That isn't like the really bad mayhem or the really bad madness cards. So I guess you could go that route. Again, blue-red graveyard shenanigans. We don't have Murktide reagent. Tolarian Terror is not that crazy in this format. It's still solid. I think it's better than people give it credit for because it's got Ward 2 and is a 5/5, which does get in the way of quite a bit of things in Historic Brawl, especially early. You could reasonably have that in play pretty soon, or at least in a point in which it defends Dack Fayden, so that is nice. This never did anything, but I feel like this is an auto-include. I didn't actually start the deck with this. It wasn't on my radar, but I like this card a lot with this. Even though it's a bit all over the place, I think that's just fine. Same with, what is it? Maybe less so, but in the same fashion. These two cards were kind of nice with this. I never actually cast them, so I don't know. But if you really like getting any kind of value out of the plus beyond the whatever it does initially value-wise, I guess you could go that route. But does Pour Over the Pages work? Stealing lands? I don't think so. That's a good question. How does it read? Untap up to 2 lands. I don't believe so. Did Frantic thingy get... Frantic Search. I don't think this targets. I'm 99% sure this does not target. Oh, the only art we have is the... the Avatar one? That's funny. Actually, I didn't even know this was in the game. I just randomly clicked in and saw it. Because it's from the Vintage Cube Masters Power 9 thing, so... But that's obviously not what this card is. So I guess we're getting Frantic Search. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't think this targets. If it does, I would say you probably play this. And to be completely honest, you could probably just play this even if it didn't. Because it's a really, really good card. However, in Dack Fayden specifically, you don't really care about looting effects because you have that in the command zone anyways. And actually, doing it from the command zone, you don't necessarily, quote-unquote, like, go down cards because you just draw 2 from hand, discard 2 from hand. Dack Fayden didn't come out of your hand. You're not, like, going down a card like you would with Faithless Looting. So, this goes down a card because it itself is a card, if that makes any sense. So this is probably not the deck for this. It does... I know you can untap their lands, but the question is, can it target? Does it target their lands? Because I don't think it does. I don't think it targets. So I don't think you can steal 3 lands with Dack Fayden. Otherwise, that might be something to think about. But yeah, oh yeah, I don't even know if I talked about this. I don't think I did in the intro. But yes, you can turn anything into an artifact and then steal it with Dack Fayden. Similar to Karn the Great Creator targeting anything and then blowing it up. Mostly just lands. Karn can find this thing, so it's very different. And also Karn can't find it in this format. So it's actually more the same in this format than the normal format. But yeah, pretty big fan of this strategy. I actually really like it. It's kind of cool. With more fixed mana, I think you could play 3 mana, deal 3 to each creature spells. And there's quite a few of those. Anger of the Gods effects. I don't know the generic term for them. But the Anger of the Gods effects. I don't like Pyroclasm. And I don't like Storm's Wrath, because that deals damage to this. And then the 5 mana deal 5s deal damage to this as well. So I don't like those either. But the 3 mana deal 3s don't. So you could probably try those. It depends on what you feel like those would matter. Interacting on a 1-for-1 basis is a thing in this format. It's not just 2-for-1 flat-out nonsense. You can genuinely do a 1-for-1 game plan in Historic Brawl, which is quite surprising, especially at this point. But that balanced system is somehow in place, even with the endless wall of 1-mana green dorks that ignore a lot of things you try to do. But huge fan of the strategy. Can actually recommend it. It's close to the Avatar set, though, so this is a mythic. If you don't have it, I don't know. But it's a cool commander. There's a lot of people that I've never played against it in my life. I didn't see it in the mirror. You're gonna get people by surprise. There were people that just played artifacts and then conceded, having not realized what I could do to their artifacts they played. I didn't unfortunately see Ujin, who I would have loved to have stolen all of their stuff, and then they just feel kind of bad. But they could still probably cast Ujin at some point anyways, with just 7 lands, and then I have to actually do something. But guess what? One Ring Paradox Engine is a colorless combo. Who would have guessed? Looks like they can't do anything with Ujin. Alright. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. When am I doing a raw land destruct to keep strip mine addiction going? Huh? Oh, just normal land destruction? I tried that with, Oh, there's no way I still have the deck. We didn't try that too long ago, actually. Which deck was it? It was, the Jund Cat thing? What's the Jund Cat's name? It is a Planeswalker. It started as a Planeswalker. It's like a Jaguar. Maybe it's a Black Panther. It's like it's one of the most played Jund commanders. It's like a cat. It has 3 abilities on it. It reanimate. Yes, thank you. Windgrace. I played Windgrace Land Destruction, and you have to do like one hyper-specific thing really fast, or all of your land destruction just does nothing, right? And that's, I mean, it's kind of like Mill, where you're doing the persistent petitioner thing, or you're probably not milling your opponent. I will say the Eldrazi are not everywhere, so you probably could actually still mill people in this this format, but you'd have to still play. It's probably mostly just persistent petitioners, in my opinion. Yeah, the land destruction strategy leads to like a lame game for one player, where they just like watch you do stuff. But I wouldn't say it's good. Yeah, it's definitely not a super powerful thing right now, and I think that's fine. If it ever was, they probably would just nerf it. They probably, like, if Stone Rain was really good and there's like 10 Stone Rain effects, they'd probably start to do something about it. But we're not in like Ponza territory. Like Llanowarel's Stone Rain is it, and that's going to get you sometimes. But Llanowarel's Cultivate is going to get you more often than Stone Rain, and have way more resilience to what you're doing, like playing more lands after they Stone Range you. So, yeah, it's better to just cast Cultivate than Stone Rain right now. But yeah, I hope land destruction is not like a long-term thing. I hope not. It's not the most enjoyable to play against. Just because it's not great doesn't make it something that should be around. Which is funny, because I think banning Entomb, when they banned Entomb, is a weird time to ban Entomb for Legacy. But I guess it makes sense. I just would have thought they would have done that 5 years ago if they thought it was a problem now. Honestly, I still think the problem was Tamiyo giving the Entomb Reanimate deck this other extremely difficult to deal with win condition as opposed to Entomb. But if they think Entomb's a problem now, it's just going to get worse. But you could have said that 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 4 years ago. They just decided now is the time. My favorite Legacy deck was that as well. Kind of tragic. I also expected the One Ring to get banned in Legacy. I think is a 4-mana card, gets played on turn 2 a lot with like double soul lands and stuff. I think this would have been fine being gone. It usually, because once it sticks, the game kind of just like soft ends, and I feel like it's kind of lame. You can at least kill Tamiyo. This is very, very difficult to like truly stop once it resolves. It's kind of unfortunate in my opinion. I really I would actually keep Tameo in the game if they banned the One Ring. I kind of have more of an issue with this card than Tameo, but you know, if they're gonna pick one, I wouldn't be upset if they were gonna pick one. Just didn't expect both to stick around. It's actually kind of annoying. This card just like ends the game on the spot. Even like the fact that this is in Legacy and is problematic. I think it's problematic. It's kind of crazy. The example decks they had for banning Entomb all had like 4 copies of Tameo, and there was no words typed out talking about Tameo at all. They didn't talk about it at all. They just showed us lists with Tameos in them, but they were talking about Entombs instead. It's like, what? Huh? Not a single thing talked about with it? Like, what? I think they might have talked about the One Ring, but I'm not sure if they did that. Talked about this either. I don't think there was a One Ring list in the discussion band topic. I mean, you can't cover everything, I understand, but like, man, no discussion about like, we're monitoring these 2 cards. It's like, nah, Entomb's gone. I don't know, I didn't get it. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling, because I won't if I